Hi, this is Galen with Eagle Ridge Barn Builders. Today we're going to take a closer look at one of our main styles, what it includes, and also what you can customize to make it exactly for you. A main style is essentially a starting point or a set of specs for the shell, where you can start, then choose the size, choose the layout, and also the options that you want. Standard in all of our buildings, we use the concrete block foundation. Basically, we add a pier of concrete blocks every 8 foot along every runner of the shed or cabin, and we make sure it's perfectly level, adding shims or any wood planks or anything necessary to make sure that your shed or cabin is perfectly level. You can prepare the site as you please. If you want to have gravel pad or just level the ground, that is totally up to you. If you prefer a concrete slab as the floor of the shed, it has to be perfectly level and square. So talk with your sales guy and make sure that concrete slab meets the requirements. In this video, we're going to go over the options and the standard specs of our lofted barns using this 14 by 28 as an example. Let's start with the floor. First of all, it's 4 by 6 pressure treated runners, 4 of them going long ways on the building. If it's 10 foot or less in width, then it's only 2. And then after that is 2 by 6 floor joists. They're spaced 16-inch on center. And then on top of that, we use 3/4 plywood. All right, coming to the inside, we have 7'9" high sidewalls. They're framed with 2 by 4s, 16-inch on center. And then siding, obviously the LP Smart siding. And then for the roof, we use 2 by 4 trusses, also 16-inch on center. On anything 18 foot or wider, we'll use 2 by 6s standard on our rafters. Above the rafters, we have the radiant barrier OSB. That's 1/2 inch thick. And then the synthetic roof felt for moisture protection under metal or shingle, whatever your choice of roofing is. Also, before metal or shingles around the edges, we install a metal drippage just to protect that corner from any water, moisture that might get in there. Usually the reason you would go for a lofted barn would be because you like the barn shape, or you just want a higher ceiling and be able to have overhead storage in a loft like that. We do require a loft on all these lofted barns on anything longer than 20 foot because they add a lot of structure integrity to the building itself. Again, ventilation on your shed is super important, especially here in Texas. So we install gable vents, one on each end, and also ridge vents up in the roof. On the exterior, again, we make sure to caulk all the nails and seams on the siding. That's before we paint with a Sherwin-Williams paint to give you the option to change colors and also add an extra level of protection to your siding. On all lofted barns, we offer free delivery within 100 miles and also a lifetime warranty against any leaks or decay. Now going through the options that you can add or change on the building or customize. Starting with doors, you can do 9 light doors just like that one there. You can do all the barn doors, 3 foot, 4 foot single barn doors, and 6 foot double barn doors as well. There's also a solid entry door just like that, but without the 9 light window, and the roll-up doors as well. So you got 3 different siding options. First is the LP Smart siding. This is the standard, and then we have LP lap siding and also LP, but the board and batten style siding. Also, of course, we let you choose custom colors and match exactly your house if that's what you're looking for. So let us know if you want specific color that you want. Also for shingles if you go that route. Porches is another thing that you can add to your lofted barn. There's several different styles. You can go with a cabinet style or end deck, 4 foot and 6 foot, or you can also go on lengthwise, the full width of the building with a cottage style porch. And we also offer inset porch. So if you want just a part in the middle that insets, you can do that and customize the size to whatever you want. Now for windows, we have these 3x5s. We also have them in 3x4, 3x3, and 2x3. And then we also have the shed version of 2x3, which is a single pane. And then we have several different sizes of transom windows, just like this one has up in the loft area. So good options there for windows to make sure you add extra ventilation if you need anything, or just daylight coming inside the building. On windows and doors, you can also make custom openings. So if you have your own window or want to install your own door, you can have us create a custom opening for a window or door. For interior options that you can add and choose from, starting with loft, it is required, as I said earlier, on anything wider, on anything longer than 20 foot, but you can customize how much and where exactly you want to have loft. And then we also have shelving or workbenches we can install there for you. Other interior options would be interior wall framing, if you want to create rooms or dividers. That's something we can do for you. Also, house wrap, if you want an extra level of moisture protection, especially if you're going to insulate the building, that's an option that you can add. As well as electrical. We offer custom electrical packages on all of our buildings, so that's something you can add to your lofted barn as well. And then we also offer some packages for spray foam insulation, including closed cell for the floor or open cell for walls or roof. That's also something you can add to your building. Then there's also things like cabin shell package, which basically borrows a lot of the specs on our cabin shells and puts it into our lofted barns in case you want to do a cabin out of it. So just specially designed to be finished in the interior, like house wrap, an extra layer of OSB on the siding, deadwood, and things like that. Another option that we offer is engineered tongue and groove flooring if you want to upgrade from the standard 3/4 plywood. Another option you can add is hurricane ties for the rafters. You can also do 2x6 wall framing, a layer of OSB under the siding if you want a thicker siding, and you can also do 12-inch on center floor joists if you just want to add a little bit more strength to the floor, depending on what you're using it for. And finally, if you need just a little easier access to your building, we offer aluminum ramps for your lawnmower, or a set of steps if you want to have a easier access to your building. So that pretty much wraps up all the specs and the options for our lofted barns. As you can see, it's a nice package of specs, also with options to customize it, to make sure that you find exactly what you need. If you think this is the style for you, or if you have any more questions, just fill a form below, or give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you with anything that you need.